Welcome to Orlando, Florida. A couple of teams hoping to finish their season in magical fashion by taking home a victory in the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the MAC, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team is out there, ready to get this bowl game underway. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Penn State's offense will start this game off. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to...
Oh, he's going to go up top. Got it in stride at the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the goal line. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Quick strike through the air for the score. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
So the Akron Zips offense will get the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
From the gun, the running back has it. In the backfield again to make the stop. They keep giving him the ball and keep getting nothing for it. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Goodwin. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Zips will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Pulls it in. It's McFadden. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Nittany Lions with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The Nittany Lions lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Snagged out of the air. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Sims. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And what a throw to get it in there. And they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Zips come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller. That's what happens down near the goal line, David. But this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Snap in the shotgun. Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Zips now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play action fake. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
When we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one, they knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game, that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often, making him feel uncomfortable, make him feel that pressure, keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the Zips will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Offense in a split backfield. From the gun, looking for a man. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's not afraid to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Under fire, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The Zips send out the punt unit. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. And the Zips will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He makes the catch at the 10. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Catch in the middle. It's Price. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Oh, they're after him. Punts it out of the air. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Nittany Lions will snap it on first and 10. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. The give to the back.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Now the play fake. He's got his man across the middle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Zips headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Got a man. It's Witherspoon. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Trying to start the drive with a pass. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Finds a spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. It's complete to the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Well, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Penn State! A great catch and run for 6. He's no stranger to the end zone. His 50th career touchdown grab.
Doesn't matter who's calling plays. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw this guy's direction if you want to win games. He is a difference maker. He's one of the best in the nation. 50 touchdown catches is incredible.
It's just incredible production and just sustained production consistently week in and week out in the lineup. You know, you're going to throw him the football, you know exactly what you're going to get. What an unbelievable number to hit.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Allen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Zips have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds his man. It's Allen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Makes the grab. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Snags it over the middle. He's down at the 25-yard line. Waning moments of the first half. It is a 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on 1st down. He makes the grab. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
To the air on 2nd down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A 1st half that gave us some riveting moments, Reese. Not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. Just a dynamite start to the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on 1st down and 2nd in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the 1st, but it at least makes this 3rd down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Zips will send out the punt unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Can they catch him? He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. And the Zips will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets it away from his own end zone. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Got his man in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Got his man quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. 1st and goal for the offense. Looking to throw again. Trying to find the end zone.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just one more yard. Touchdown, Penn State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving them up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. There he goes. Running through contact. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds a tight end. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Lewis. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Zips have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Lewis. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Zips are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. They'll run the screen. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll throw it from the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Zips trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of their way with their fingernail.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Here comes the heat. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looking everywhere. Run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun on third down. The short hands, it's Goodwin. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. The quick out.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
They just keep firing. Firing toward the end zone. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll take a deep shot here. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense taking it the other way. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. And the Zips trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Zips.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Bringing the heat. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air, it's Lindsey. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Zips now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play may catch up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Rushes on him. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Zips decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Heel off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. Now, it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm...
Converts on 4th down, still going. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Right on target this time. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. He slings it deep to the left. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Wide open downfield. Turning it on. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Right on the money. Now the connection takes it to the 11. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. It's 1st down from the 11. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got his man. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Zips are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Using the quick game. Open space at the 25. He almost went end-to-end with that one, out of bounds, finally at the 44.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on 3rd down. He's taking a deep shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Zips will line up to punt it away. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further. Signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. From the red zone, looking for a man. It's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Grabs it in the middle. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. The snap sets up to throw. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires into the end zone. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.